SSC Ernakulam can brief about this SWAT setup we are made at the Ernakulam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Jose, if you can switch on your video, that will be fine. If it's okay. Otherwise, okay, you can start it.
These are the SWAT arrangements we have made at the Mela. For that, we have one PC for video, and the laptop PC for these are the we are provided. Okay, after now we will take the part simulation. For that, we all the notes as per the table of control. Now only and after all session, and then first for that we video now consequently we want to now after we will be checking all the rows. One B.
Thank you. We'll go to the next. Jose, thanks for explaining everything. And the Ernakulam team by ADST ERS, then the SSC Signal ERS, and our SSC Aliva and Kottayam. I think all of you guys are involved in this work, and you people have done a great work. Now we'll move to the next inauguration item. This is actually Fuse auto changeover arrangement system. This was actually it was an in-house product which was developed by our JE Signal Thrissur Nitesh. He has done a lot of innovations, sir. Actually, he is the guy who has developed that Railmitra. Then he has developed an auto fuse changeover system. That is the one which we are going to inaugurate now. Then he has developed auto hand sanitizer dispenser. That and all we are not inaugurating that now. Then body temperature measurement, like that he has done, and he is bringing a lot of the Thrissur team by Ajit, and Ajit is also giving a lot of support to this guy, to our JE, and the Thrissur team is also doing excellent work. So and now I request our PCST sir to inaugurate the second item, that is the Fuse auto changeover system, which are inbuilt item.
Half inauguration we will do, half inauguration.
Because the in-house product, he has that too, we never told him to develop this. He has some of his signals, he has developed it. We have tried
He says you have to transfer to
JE Signal TCR can interact with TCST regarding this Fuse auto changeover.
Nitesh, you are visible.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, this is our fuse file. And this is fuse array box. Can connect analog voltages. And through this fuse, 1 milliamp fuse, we have to connect this input. This is something is potentially contact. You have to come.
This bandwidth.
Here we have made two, okay, three. Just I will remove this fuse. So you will get the indication also under this.
He's actually doing this.
Just let him continue. This video is not.
Okay, Nitish, we will go to another.
Nilesh, Nilesh, we are having some limited time. So thanks for all the good work which you have done, and congrats to you and to the entire Thrissur team under the leadership of Ajit. Good work, but team Thrissur. Now we will move to the next item. Next is the releasing of the compendium. Okay. So the earlier one was the releasing of the compendium. That was one good work which was done by Mr. Anil, our SSC Signal headquarters. Last year and all, we were releasing the compendiums on hard copies. This time we thought we will go green. So that was one of the innovative ideas by our Anil. Congrats to him. Then next is the inauguration of the new STM16, which we have done in the Ernakulam Shonur section. It is 14 locations. The work was executed by Railtel in coordination with the division. Our division paper has involved a lot in this work. In fact, right starting from the installation up to the programming stage, including the technicians from the SSCs, JEs, and the technician has involved. And that is one good work which was done by division. So I request our PCST sir to inaugurate this.
Put it side.
Nice. Yeah, sure. Actually, the Thrissur team who was involved. So you just give it.
Right.
Srinivasan, are you available? SSC Tele Thrissur.
Yes, sir.
Srinivasan, you can just give a brief about this project. Let it be brief. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
We don't go into much details. Okay.
So, shall I start share content?
Yes, Srinivasan, you can go ahead. You can share the presentation and just be brief. Okay.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir, am I here? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, welcome and thank you, sir. Good morning to all officers and my colleagues, sir. Thank you. Just we'll go for a slide show. Just. Sir, STM new 16 network is very much advantageable for the. Before we have only 1.5 Mbps bandwidth, sir. So we in extreme need of data bandwidth because of most of the net, all the things are going on digital only. So e-offices and IPAS, IMMS, all are in for the very much requirement. So with our all offices support and our division and SRT department is doing a very good thing for this. We all are part of it, lucky to part of it, sir. So this is the STM16 installed at Thrissur. So we welcome you, sir. Kindly announce to. Sir, it is having a 20G control card mainly because of it only. It is having a 20 Gbps can higher data bandwidth, which is very much enough for the future data needs in any offices. So there is another Ceph1 card for 400 Mbps data with 4 optical or to 1 Gbps optical outputs. So because of this, we are planning to in 300 division all the offices of we are connected through fiber only for railnet connectivity because of mainly e-office users. And it is another having the features of SOT18 card. It's a type A equipment at Thrissur installed. So it is a SOT18 card for multiple combination of STM levels we can have from it. 8 numbers of STM1 or 4 numbers of STM1 and 1 number of STM4 or STM4 of 2 numbers or 1 number of STM16. And the earlier 1.5 Mbps capacity is very much upgraded to 2.5 Gbps, which is a very much need of the future communication. This is the sample railnet connectivity at Thrissur only because it is already now division is processing fast for a fiber connectivity throughout the offices. This is the offices now presently at Thrissur, and this is the data circuit equipment at a base station through this new STM16 connectivity. This is some room we have given railnet through this new network. It's working fine with a high speed capacity. This is a Thrissur connectivity with fiber only, and this is this is the inauguration, sir. Thank you, sir, for inaugurating this STM16 network.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Srinivasan. That was a nice presentation.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
And congrats to the entire team, right from Diju, that is SSC Tele Chalakudi, and SSC Tele Thrissur, and your entire team, including the helpers, technicians, everyone, because the entire team was involved in it. That was one great thing, sir. That was the main thing, sir. They were involved in the programming. And now we'll move to the next item. Then this is also another innovation which was jointly done by the SSC Tele Nagarkoil and SSC Tele Chalakudi, that is Diju. It is a solar-based magnetophone phones at LC gates because here we were facing the problem of this battery draining out and the magnetophone communication getting affected at LC gates. So the Diju and Radhakrishnan has come up with an innovative solution. And these installations were done at almost more than 30 plus locations. Out of that, I think 13 locations or something is there in the Nagarkoil section. The remaining is in the Chalakudi section. So I request our PCST sir to inaugurate this innovative concept of solar-based magnetophones at LC gates.
Very good, very good. That you will explain. Radhakrishnan, explain.
Radhakrishnan, you can just give the details of this project, the solar-based magnetophones.
Good afternoon and welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, this is we have installed in 19 number of gates, sir. I will share the slide, sir.
Radhakrishnan, you are audible. You can share the slide. Okay.
All right, sir. This is a solar-based power supply with magnetotelephone changeover also is available, sir. Plus, earth protection for from the line side is also available. So we have provided at total 19 number of gates, sir, in the Eranel to Tirunelveli section. Also, Chalakudi has provided 40 number of LC gates. This is the first time in railways this system is installed, sir. Chalakudi SSC, he has taken actually the main initiative, followed by me. This has got two units, sir. One is the solar panel, another one is the charging and changeover connection unit, sir. 2 units, very simple system. One typical setup provided at LC number 61 in Nagarkoil to Parliament section. 2 magnetophones can be connected and changeover switch is available within that. I think the slide has passed. The specifications are given, sir. Yes. Lithium ion battery is available. The voltage is cell voltage is 3.7, 2.5 ampere hour. So it can work for speech 100 hours and for ringing 5 hours continuous working. The normal life of the battery is 5 to 10 years. It can work. Solar panel, this capacity is 12 watt, 18 watt output is giving DC. We can take out a USB output also, 5 volt for mobile charging in case of emergency or power failures. At time we can use it for charging the cell phone also. So it has got this one's a surge protection 150 volt. Gas discharge tube is having the capacity of 10,000 amperes. MOV of 150 volt 50 amps. The insulation is 100 meg. The advantages are like this, sir. So when conventional system we are using a charge cell, it will last for only 15 to 30 days. There is a chances of battery run down, and our technician has to visit regularly. Otherwise, there may be a failure. There may be a loose contact possible. In this new system, it is life expected 5 to 10 years, so there is no chance of failure. Last 1 year we have used during the last November 19 we have installed. So far there is no problem we have faced. Another is one 6i cell 45 capacity we are using. It will go to from 6 to 12 months. Another one is this normal system, conventional. The ringing sound is less compared to our new system. New system we are having a additional ringer is provided in the print unit, so that extra volume is available. Extra sound is ringing is provided. In case phone ring fails, also gateman will get the ringing. Normal condition, normal phone working 60 to 90 volt ringing voltage is required to activate the ring. Whereas in this system, the ringing voltage is less, up to 5 volt it will ring. Surge protection is provided. These are
Direction. You can add, since it is working on 3.7 volts, you can add cell phone charger. One cell phone charger also has another charging facility. Okay. You put a normal and charge the battery with the diode, so that additional charging can be given. In addition to solar panel, this will also charge. Okay.
right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Radhakrishnan, for the nice work. It was by this was the initiative which was taken by Diju and Radhakrishnan. Congrats to both of you and your entire team. Now we'll move on to the next item, that is the PA system at all the remaining leftover stations. We have guidelines which are issued by Railway Board. As per that guidelines, the minimum essential amenity items has to be completed at all the stations, and this we have completed with the efforts of all the SSC teles, and we have provided it almost at all 73 stations, and this blocks also has been provided at 76 stations. With this, what are the board guidelines? As per the board guidelines, we have provided at all the stations, and work has been completed. So we'll move on to the next inauguration, that is the PA system at the leftover stations.
released BS system we provide in all institutes. To take it with speakers as a permanent installation with some stand mic given at all institutes. I want to inaugurate in my next trip. How many institutes are there? Yellow Institute, plenty of places in the
NST is actually the ELAN programming via OLTs. Actually, throughout Indian Railways, as part of the CSR initiative, Data Trust has provided Tejas Makes TJ 1400 equipments. That was basically provided for giving Wi-Fi facilities to the passengers. So actually, we were thinking what can be done with these equipments. We have to maintain these equipments. So what all potential it was having? We were thinking on this line, and the work has been assigned to Mr. Shine, SSC Tele Alapi, then Sagin, SSC Tele Exchange, then to Jaswant. And these all the SSCs, I think all the SSC Teles are involved in this work. And Sumesh was another SSC Tele Kottayam who got involved in this work. This was totally new concept for us. They have gone through all the manual, and they have tried all kind of combination. They tried programming it. Finally, we were able to study this equipment, and we have established a link on a trial basis. We established a link between Haripad and Chepad. Then we were able to have a communication link between Trivandrum Divisional Office and Haripad, and we were able to transfer one of the circuits through this link. And this is the first time in Indian Railways we are doing this, and that was done by all these SSCs, Tele RP and his team, supported by all the other teams. And in fact, this was appreciated by everyone because nobody was aware of the potential of these equipments. So now I request our PCST sir to inaugurate this facility. Shine.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Shine, you can share the presentation and just explain what it is all about and what are the issues which you have faced and all. Just be brief.
Okay, sir.
So this is SSC Tele RP. He is the person who was involved in this work. He has spent almost 1 or 2 weeks on this device. Right. We did all kind of things. In fact, we are not getting much support from Tejas also. We are not ready to reveal it because, but our pleasure of getting involved and very good. Shine, you can start.
Sir, can you see the slide, sir?
Yes, your presentation is clear.
Go ahead.
Your voice is clear.
Welcome, sir. PCST Bhaskar, sir. Sir, welcome to the presentation for creating an ELAN service in TJ 1400 OLT. Sir, this is the make of Tejas Make, and is almost similar to the programming is almost similar to the TJ 1400 7SR that we are currently using in our division, that is STM16. So programming will be almost similar who has already worked in STM16 Tejas equipments. So considering the architecture of TJ 1400, it is having 6 SFP ports for uplink network connectivity. That is numbered as P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5, P6. So out of this, Tejas has supplied to railways as configured as 2 10G ports for uplink of 10 Gbps, and one G port of 4 ports are supplied. Out of this, P2 and P4 are the ports that are configured as 10G ports. That is a port we are using for uplink connectivity between the OLTs. And the rest of the ports, that is P1, P3, P5, and P6, we are using as media level protection for railway purpose that has been explored right now, and we are successfully able to communicate between the OLTs as a separate ELAN service has been created on this. Sir, this is the architecture of TJ 1400. You can see that NMS port is available for remote management of other OLTs, and LCT ports are available in numbered as 2 for local connectivity. And P5, P4 ports are numbered as 3 and 4. In the 6, we can see that port number P1 to P4 is available. In that, P2 and P4 are 10 Gbps connectivity that is extended to the either side of the OLTs. And we can see that, sir, serial number 5 is the GPON service. That is actually we are using for Wi-Fi services using an ONT, Tejas make, that is 2100N. The rest of the ports are for alarms and management and diagnostic purposes. So efficient bandwidth utilization can be done with the OLTs, as 29 locations are being installed in Trivandrum division for Wi-Fi purposes. Out of that, Ambalappuzha and Chepad has been selected and assigned for programming, testing, and configuration of OLTs. We have configured Ambalappuzha and we have programmed an ELAN point-to-point service. We are creating even multi-point service can also be created and can be extended to multiple OLTs as required. But here we have created a point-to-point service between Ambalappuzha and Chepad, and we have tried to transport a DTS network, divisional train inquiry system, from Ambalappuzha to Chepad. And we are able to successfully ping Trivandrum server of Trivandrum from Chepad via OLTE. For this purpose, we have used a local port as P3 and P2 as the uplink connectivity port. So this is the overview of the connectivity between Ambalappuzha and Chepad. Sir, as you can see that port P2 and port P2 of both OLTs are connected via a single fiber. The distance was 25 kilometers, and the local port is P3 at either side. So using a media converter at both ends, we are able to establish a dedicated trunk between OLTs using ELAN service. So a DTS network was fed from Ambalappuzha via media converter through OFC patch code to P3, and that has been dropped in P2. The same has been repeated over here, and it is connected with a PC, and we are able to successfully ping IP address of Trivandrum server from Chepad via OLT. So this is the programming brief of OLT. It is almost similar to current Tejas version we are using for STM16. So you can see here, these are the ports that is mentioned as Ethernet 1, Ethernet 2, that is P1, P2, P3, P4, P6.
Shine. We'll go to the programming part at a later stage.
Okay. So can I show a video or that is
Yes, that will be fine.
Okay. Then I'll go to the video, sir. The video is there for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Self-explain everything, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you see the video, sir? Hello, sir?
Yes, it's good.
Okay.
Shine.
Yes, sir.
We'll stop here.
Okay, okay.
And congrats to you, Sumesh, SSC Tele Kottayam, Sagin, then Jaswant and all the other team who are involved in this. This is the first time we are doing it in the entire Indian Railways. Congrats to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Then next we will go for the another in-house item, that is IBMS, the Integrated Block Management System. It's a web-based application which was developed by our SSC Tele Exchange TVC. Now I'll request our PCST sir to inaugurate this.
Which we are still fighting to get it there.
Sagin, are you there?
This we had
Sagin, can you hear
already
me?
one presentation. No issues. We can go to the next task.
Okay.
Already we have seen it.
Sagin, actually, we will go to the next item. And this, for the information of everyone, this was actually developed by Sagin. He has taken the initiative. Congrats to Sagin and his entire team for this. Soon we'll try to implement this in Trivandrum division, and we have already shared these details with almost everyone. Congrats, Sagin. We will move to the next item. Next, we will go to solar charger base for control phones at traction substation. This was also an innovative idea which was done by Diju earlier. Diju has done the LC gate magnetophone communication. So Diju was facing a lot of problems like the equipments were getting affected, getting damaged due to the induced voltage, especially in the TSS locations and all. So he has come up with a solution, and he was able to, first thing he was able to come up with a solution, and he was able to implement it on a trial basis at one of the TSS location, and that is working perfectly fine. So I request our PCST sir to inaugurate this. Diju, you can just give a brief of this project.
Yeah. I'm not given the
Diju, your audio and your presentation is also visible. You can go.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to this presentation, sir. We at Chalakudi, we were facing a lot of difficulties, basically with the traction substation communications. Every time we have a surge in the traction side, this was affecting our circuits, basically the MUX as well as the STM16 were getting affected. So as a solution for this, we planned to replace the conventional power supply chargers with a solar charger. The surges in the grids were passed down and the muxes were being affected. The charger, the solar charger that we have given has got a protection from the 4-line side coming from the mux as well as to the control side. So the control phones as well as the mux both are saved with this. We have installed this charger during the lockdown period, sir, by April, May. From then onwards, TSS Chalakudi is completely working with the solar charger. We have not had any failures as of now, even with some lightings happening. The solar charger consists of 3 parts basically, sir. It has got a 12-volt charger with a 12-volt output, an SMF battery, the normal common battery that we use, a 12-volt 7Ah battery, and a 30-watt 18-volt solar panel, which has got a self-support stand available. This is the basic schematic layout of the entire system that is being done. The system which we have used here is only for a single control phone. We can devise it for dual control phones also. The advantages of the solar charger is it has got very low noise output in the 12-volt side, and being a 30-watt solar panel, we get sufficient chargeable current for the batteries. It has got a data logging facility where the data, the battery conditions are being continuously fed to the data logger. It's actually streamed to data logger as of now. This is some screenshots of the charger, sir. It is very small, wall-mounted type. We can also keep it on the tabletop. This is the charger inputs available. You have got a solar panel input to be given in the extreme right side, the battery input on the second, the power supply needed for the control phones on the third point, and the instrument, the control phone has to be connected in the fourth point. The lines from the MUX are connected from the fifth and sixth point. In between, we have got a earth connectivity terminal also. This is the 30-watt panel that is mounted on top, sir. It has got a self-supporting mount. We just have to screw it. This is the earth provided. It's actually a tinned copper plate bonded earthing. It is done. This is a small video of the system, sir.
Teacher, you just said SMF battery, single mineral battery to lithium-ion battery. The SMF battery will fail at any time. The life is only 2 years.
Okay, sir. You want to
lower capacity will be sufficient. 2.5 itself will be sufficient. You will not go to 7.6. Right. Okay. Right. Thank you, Teacher.
Okay, sir.
Thanks, Tejo, and congrats to you and your entire team for this. This is also one of the first time you're doing it. Thanks, Tejo. And next we will move on to the UTS over Ethernet. That is one of the concepts which our present PCST was pursuing. I think when Sir was CC from his CC period onwards, and we have and we have done it for some 12 locations, and another work is in progress at 19 locations. So I request the SSC Tele ERS to be available, and first I request our PCST staff to inaugurate this. Hello? Yeah, yes, audible, but you can do it.
System is either directly connected
You can do your video also.
I want physically has to go there. If you do it inside, I will not know. The protection is there. I want physically has to go in. They are not. They say physically to come.
Now, the we'll just see overview of our network structure in quantum division. Our this network of total of quantum division is divided into 3 sections. That is 3 numbers of escape area. These are the 3 sections: section 1, section 2, and section 3. And in each section, at least 2 nodes will be having 2 multiple paths to get connected to meta server. One will be the RCL channel and the other will be the BSNL channel. And the nodes in each section may be an UPS, or a PRS, or an IUPS node. And these nodes will be interconnected using a partial mesh topology. UPS over Ethernet scheme is implemented only at the UPS node. Coming to the concept, in the scheme, a node having a router with multiple protection paths to get connected to metas will be selected as a feeding station. This is our feeding station. It will be having multiple even paths to get connected to metas via modem to be connected to the router. The Ethernet connection of these feeding stations are extended to the remote UPS locations via our STM network. This is a remote UPS and it is getting connected through OSC. And at the remote UPS locations, the media use this OSC to extend the Ethernet from the STM equipment to the switch which is placed at the booking office. And these are the steps we have to implement during the execution work. At the feeding node, the VLAN creation is the first one. That is, the remote locations UPS network will be virtually created in the switch at the feeding node. Let's say, for example, we are having 3 remote UPS locations. So we create as VLAN 2, VLAN 3, and VLAN 4 with their respective station IP streams. Then each VLAN created in the switch is connected to the Ethernet port of the STM equipment at the feeding node through the OSC media. And at the remote UPS node, the VLAN for that particular station is dropped from the STM equipment. This drop Ethernet is extended to the switch at the booking office through RC media with copper media diversity. This is one of the pictorial view of an UPS over Ethernet location. And this is the UPS rack which is connected in the old scheme, that is with modems, routers, and switch. Now this is the equipment rack of UPS over Ethernet node. Here the modems and the routers are eliminated. Only with one switch we are able to connect to the counter. The advantages of this is reduction in network components, which in turn reduce the network failure chances. Another one, power saving, then space saving, and commission of new UPS nodes become more easier. Now these are the 12 locations in Trivandrum division that have been commissioned. These are Mulkumbura, Kanyapuram, North Panakudi, Agalvaimuli, Nemam, Ochra, Cherinad, Virinad, Mayanad, Idava, Thoravur, and Kumbalam. These are the locations. These are the another 13 locations where the execution work is ongoing. This is Tepat, Mararkulam, Singavanam, Vichimanu, Kurkundara, Vaikum Road, Mulandurti, Kalamishiri, Karuguti, Pudukat, Ulur, Mulamunukatav, and Vallakol Nagar. With this, I am ending my session. Thank you, sir.
Well done, well done. Good. This is my pet project. You have done well. Good.
Congrats, Anida, and to her entire team. Now we have completed all the inaugurations, and so one announcement is there of PCST sir is glad because we have done a lot of innovative works and all our inaugurations were some or the other way something special was there. In-house, lot of in-house developments, innovations, and the entire team has participated, and we some of the projects we couldn't inaugurate. Actually, we have limited it to only 10 numbers. That during the next PCST's visit, we will be taking up those projects. And PCST is always glad to give a group cash award of total 50,000. That is 5,000 5,000 per item. The total 50,000 cash award has been announced. Thanks to PCST, sir, and thanks to the entire Trivandrum team who is behind this. With this, the inauguration program is over. So now I request the SSC Tele headquarters Jaswant to give the word of thanks.
A warm and graceful morning to our most valuable, Honorable Chief Guest, Bhaskaran Sir, PCST, Southern Railway, Ajay Kumar Sir, RRB Chairman, Dinesh Sir, Senior DSP TVC, Suni Madam, my colleagues and friends. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks speech and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this day happen. I, on behalf of the entire railway fraternity, first of all, extend my most sincere thanks to our PCST for coming out here and grace the occasion. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us a new path. I would like to extend my thanks to Sri Ajay Kumar Sir, Chairman RRB TVC, I also extend thanks to all staff members for the enormous cooperation with the organization. And even like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling wheels ago. It needs a bird's eye for all details. And we have been fortunate enough to have Senior DSP TVC Dinesh Sir and backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff. And I am in short of words for the involvement and willingness to take an completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. And I also want to mention my sincere thanks to DSP Suni Madam for all sort of support and encouragement she has given. And I would like to thank all my colleague SSCs who worked day and night, toiled like anything to make this happen, and for all their innovative ideas and efforts made by their staff. And thanking you for making this event a grand success. Thank you.
We'll close the this program now. Okay. Thanks to all.
Thank you all.
Sir.